Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, March 7th at 8 a.m., and I am on here super early, but I worked my night shift schedule last night, so I wanted to hop on here before I went and took my nap. And I made this box yesterday, and I posted a photo, and I told you guys that a video would be coming, but I have a little extra energy left in me, so I am going to do a live this morning. So I know several of you may not have even had your coffee yet this morning. So if you are on, you can let me know by leaving a comment. And if you haven't already done so, you can follow me on Facebook and you can follow me on YouTube. And subscribe. And then on Facebook, you can find me on both of those places by Stampin' Always with Dory. Okay, so I am using some new product. We have some new online exclusives that have just launched, and I'm super excited to share this with you. If you've watched my videos in the past, I have a great love for designer series paper, and Stampin' Up! Always has amazing designs on their designer series paper. So I chose the Lovely Garden. It's a suite of products. It is not in our spring mini catalog. It is actually featured online. So if you hop on to Dory Schneider, sorry guys, .stampinup.net, you can look for online exclusives and you will find it in there. But I just have to show you some of this beautiful paper. I did do a video on Monday where I shared 3 cards that I made with this lovely paper, but it's two-sided. You have kind of the, I don't know, more of the background scenes, but then you have also the bold flower images as well. Okay. There is a stamp set that goes along with it. There are also dies. I'll be honest, I haven't used the dies very much yet. I'm excited to play with them this weekend and do a little crafting. They're called the Thankful Garden dies. And then the bundle, which would be the dies in the stamp set, are called Thankful Garden. Okay. And I would love for you guys to also share this. So if you are watching me from Facebook and you can share this video on to your Facebook page, that would be fabulous. And also remember, if you guys are interested in bundles, when you bundle, you save. So you save 10%. I'll show you here. You can see I'm going to be using this little to the point label punch. You get a 10% savings when you buy the bundle. So this one is a punch with the stamp set. The other one is dies with the stamp set. So we are going to bundle and save. Okay, so this is the cute little box that we are going to be making together. There are a lot of different things. It's a nice size. You can make it with all different colors, designer series papers. So there are a lot of options for this one. Okay, I made this one in the Fresh Freesia because, like I've told you guys in the past as well, if you stamped with me before, I love to go in the back of my cardstock and see what my color palette is. So this one says Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Crushed Gray, Garden Green, Fresh Freesia, and Melon Mambo. So I am going to use Melon Mambo for the next bag. I'm going to do 2 different ones so you can see them. I'm going to pull out my Simply Scored tool. This is one of my BFFs from stamping, my Simply Scored. So our cardstock is 8.5 by 11. This piece I have trimmed down, so it is 8 by 10.5. I'm going to pull it back. And on the long side, so on the 10.5 side, you are going to score at 4, 5, 9, and 10. Okay, then you're going to flip it, and on the short side, you're going to score at 1. It's so easy. You guys are going to want to make this bag. I know you are. And if you make one, make sure, I would love to see it. So you can post it, you can send me a message and just show me the bag that you made. But the possibilities are endless. It's a great way to use embellishments and ribbon as well. So I'm also an advocate of the in the embellishment and ribbon department. So all right, so we have you can see our folds here. I'm going to move this out of the way. Again, that was our Simply Scored tool. It's great for not only folding your cardstock in half, but it is great for using when you're making 3D items too. Okay, so I'm going to fold on all the lines here. This is my bone folder. This is great for kind of breaking down the fibers on the paper, and it gives you a really nice fold. Really nice crease, I guess, too. All right, so we have all this. We open it up, and we are going to fold. This is going to be the bottom of our bag, and there we have it. So this, I have a glare. Let me see if I can fix my light. No, I don't know what that. I think it's just my phone. I apologize. There's a big glare there. Hi, Henry. So I apologize for that, but it's just, I don't know. It's just what it is right now. So I'm going to take my paper snips and I am going to trim. This is going to be your the edge of your bag. So I'm going to trim this piece, and I like to kind of bevel my corners. I'll have to work on my lighting before my next video, I promise. And then I'm going to trim the lines here. Again, this is the bottom of your bag. So trim, trim, and trim. And then on these little flaps here, I like to just kind of trim the edges off again. Hi, Patty. Happy Friday. Everybody's excited it's Friday, especially Henry. He's so excited. He's done a 5-day school week this week, so he's excited it's Friday. And he has an excuse to go in a little later this morning, so he's even more excited. Okay, so this is going to be the bottom of my bag. You can use, this is going to be the side where we are going to put our adhesive. So when I make bags, my favorite adhesive is our Stampin' Seal. Not Stampin' Seal, sorry. Tear and Tape. Sorry, lacking sleep here. I'll do my best to make sense. I'm going to put this on the end, just like that. Okay. You can also use our Stampin' Seal, or you can also use our Tombow multi-glue as well. Okay, whatever strikes your fancy. So I'm going to roll this over, and I have my Take Your Pick tool over here, and it has, I have to change it. This has the little spatula on it, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to peel this off with my the pokey part. Okay, it's only for paper crafting, not poking people that have maybe made you a little angry. So you're going to line that up and basically just fold it down flat. And you can use your bone folder and to help that adhesive really grip that other part. Okay, and then you are going to tuck your ends in. Okay, see our box formation here, and we are going to put tear and tape on one side. The thing I like about tear and tape is that you don't have to worry about it drying. I know some people like to use the Tombow, which is we call it our green glue, because you have the ability to move the cardstock a little bit. But when it comes to this is pretty much, I'm gonna put it there on the bottom, okay? And then I'm gonna put another piece here on the top. So I just want to make sure that my edges are down nice and flat. So I like to put this down because you can put it right up to the edge. You don't have to worry about the glue kind of seeping over and getting, I don't know why I'm not using my tool. I tell you guys about it and then I just kind of leave it there. Okay. All right. There we go. So we are just going to Make sure that is all lined up on the sides. And then we're just going to tack that down. And there's your little box. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're just going to pinch. There's no, you know, measuring or anything. You just pinch the sides, and you can put your finger in there if you want. And it gives you that nice fold. So let me bring back the other box. Okay. This is the one that I made yesterday. It was my teaser. So the next thing we're going to do with our box is we are going to use a piece of the Designer Series paper for the front. Okay, this measurement is going to be 3 by 6. The nice thing is our cardstock is 12 by 12. So you can get a lot of these panels out of one sheet of 12 by 12. So the great thing is grab maybe a couple different pieces of your favorite color cardstock, and you can go ahead and make a whole bunch at one time. So instead of just making one, why not make a couple? You don't have to put, you know, any embellishments on it yet, but you can just have them there. And then if you need a bag or something, you can just go ahead and grab it. I am going to use white as my color, my basic white, to go around the outside. We're going to see how that looks. So it's going to be, let me make sure I do this right. It's going to be 6 1/8 by 3 1/8. The 1/8 sometimes they get me sometimes. We'll see. Okay, and let's see how this looks. If we don't like it, we can always use another color. And also, while we're talking about cardstock, our Stampin' Up! Cardstock is going to go up in price. You know, like everything else has, groceries and all of that. It will be going up in price. So with our new catalog, but you have the opportunity to still order it at the original price. So if that's something, if you want to stock up, I know I use basic white all the time. So I bought, my little Tom is not going to cooperate this morning. Well, maybe he is. Hold on. This is what you can do too. Give him some incentive. Let's see if he works. All right. I think he's ready. He hasn't had his coffee yet either, so he's a little rusty and slow. I don't know. He may not be. It's what happens is, yep. Okay, I got it. Usually push it, and then you're making a video or doing a live, and then this whole big blob falls out. But thankfully, he decided not to do that this morning. Anyway, back to the cardstock. The basic white is now sold in a pack of 40. It will be going to a pack of 24. So it's a great time and a great bargain to get the 40 pack. So if that's something that interests you, you can stop by my website and pick up some cardstock that you might want to stock up on, no pun intended, before the price change occurs. Okay, I love the white around the outside. That gives it a really nice pop of color. So again, your Designer Series paper is 3 by 6. Your layer is 3 1/8 by 6 1/8. All right, and I'm going to put my tear and tape on the back of this, just because I want to make sure it sticks really well to the front of my cardstock bag, because sometimes it has a little bit of a bend in it in the top. So I really want to make sure that it sticks there on the top of my bag. I don't want it to fall off. That would be so sad. And then my trick is I put a little bit of Tombow on the inside. Yeah, he's really going now. Okay, so, and then I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to, this just allows you to get that peel that layer off. Hopefully, yep, you can peel that off. I do have a garbage can back here behind me. I'm not just throwing it on the floor, right? It's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, so I'm going to peel all 4 of these edges off. And we're going to move around here on this side. I think I got all of them. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to put this on the front of our bag. I think I'm going to put it this way. It looks like my stems are going that way, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. And if somebody says something to you about your stems, maybe they're not as good of a friend as you thought they were. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I like to put my hand inside the bag and just go over top of it to make sure. Look at how beautiful that is with the black and the melon mambo. I'm in love. What do you guys think? Hopefully you like it. All right, so again, we're just going to squeeze. And then I'm bringing you a product. Hopefully it's sitting right here. It's a punch. And it is. Yes, it is. I showed you it before, but it is in our catalog, our spring mini catalog. And the neat thing is there's a stamp set that coordinates with it. So there's a Hugs for Love stamp set. Sorry guys, there's that little black shadow. I'm not sure where that's coming from. I don't know if it's my... That's not really any better. Oh well, this is real. This is me being real. So you have a little black cloud. And then there's also another stamp set that goes with it, and it's called Bright Borders. So these have another little set of sayings that go on the inside. So you actually have the bundle, and then you have this additional stamp set that also works inside of that as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to use a piece of, I think I have a scrap over here. Scraps are great. A basic black. I always punch upside down. So that way, just like that. And that's going to be our little piece there. And then I happen to, I think I threw it on the floor earlier. You heard that big noise earlier. I have a circle here. I might have one here. Nope. That I am going to run through my stamp cut and emboss machine. It is right here next to me. And yeah, like I said, I knocked everything on the floor earlier. So you can use any circle. You can use a punch. A lot of our die or our bundles have dies in them. So you can, pull a circle out of there. Honestly, this one was just sitting on my table. So that's what we're going to use. Okay, thank you. That makes me feel so much better. Thank you, Patty. We're just having a shadow. A shadow is definitely much better than a black cloud. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to work on that. So anyway, this has little dots in it, and I'm just going to poke those out. Another great resource for your Take Your Pick tool. And this is just going to go right on the inside of my little label. But first I'm going to stamp it. And the With Love that is found in the Thankful Garden, they're really nice size. I love the Thankful for You Friend and the With Love. They fit very nicely right inside of these circles. So let me pull this aside. I have my Melon Mambo stamp. I'm going to ink it up. Make sure. And I have the one on the other side. Let me peel that off so you. Great thing about our acrylic blocks, you can peel it off when you're done, or you can have two stamps on one side. One of the great things about stamping in a circle is if you don't like the way it looks, you can kind of just tweak it and, move it a little bit. All right. So I'm very excited about that one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to place this at the bottom of my bag, and I am going to use my Second Best Friend dimensionals. I use them on almost everything. It's a very rare occasion that a project is made here in the studio and does not have a dimension on it. And what I did is I took the kind of the black of my label and lined it up with my Designer Series paper so it doesn't hang off the edge of the bag. Okay. And then we're just going to put the With Love right there on the front. Okay. And I'm going to use Tombow Tom for short. If, you know, he's not doing what he's supposed to, you have to use his full name, so you call him Tombo. But if he's, you know, cruising along like, you know, kind of just like your kids, when you use their middle name, they know that they're in big trouble. So when I say Henry Wade, it's not good. All right, so we have our With Love there. And then there are so many different ribbons that you can use. But I have to show you, I love this ribbon. It's the black and very vanilla. I know we're using white here and very vanilla. Hopefully that's, you know, not a cardinal sin, but I love the plaid. I think the plaid really adds just a little element there. And there's also, there's fresh freesia. This is it right here. There's some fresh freesia ribbon as well. So that one comes in the sweet, but I am a sucker for plaid. So I'm going to use this. And I think in this day and age, you can put vanilla and white together. I mean, people wear stripes and plaids and everything. So I'm going rogue today and doing vanilla and white. So hopefully I'm not horrifying too many of you out there. I cut this a little short, but I think I can make it work. Yep, there's my bow. Cute little bow in the front. Okay, and so you can pull this down. You can pinch it. I want it kind of right there at the top of my bag to kind of cover that. Then it is not complete without gems, jewels, or something. So these are really pretty. These are, I'm going to take your pick tool around, make my spatula come in handy, and they're kind of like a pink shimmer. So I'm going to put one here. I'm going to do it right there by the width, and I have a rule. It's just my rule. I do them in groups of 3, so kind of like in a triangular formation. So let me decide. I'm not sure. Sometimes, yeah, that's perfect. So see how I have my little triangle? I may have failed geometry, but I do know I can put my embellishments in a triangle formation. So there's that right there. And then I feel like I want a little bit of a 3D flower. And I do not mind fussy cutting. Some people get a little fussy when you say the word fussy cut. But when it's one simple little flower, it can be more than a simple flower, honestly, because I truly don't mind it. Like these, I cut some of these out for my project last week. So if you didn't check out my Monday at 8:45 p.m. video, I did 3 fun fold cards using kind of the sprays of flowers here. And I am live every Monday night at 8:45, unless, you know, life happens. But so I am going to cut off one of these flowers here with my paper snip. You guys can hear me and you can see everything. And one of my tricks that I showed is just I kind of move the paper around. So I do not, you know, kind of like chop with my scissors or cut with my scissors. I just leave them open and I just move around the object until I need to kind of reset. Okay. So, and it allows you can give like a little border along with it. If you don't want any border at all, you can cut right up against the edge of the flower. But isn't that cute? So, and the neat thing is you have this large fresh freesia flower behind you. So I'm going to take a, what am I going to take? A dimensional, of course. And I am going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to put it up here on the top. And then I'm going to put a tiny little bit of Tombow down here at the bottom. And that will allow this piece to stick flat onto my label. And then the other piece will be on the dimensional. And it's kind of neat because that flower kind of adds a little bit of depth to the flower behind it. Okay. So let me move all my stuff. So these are the 2 bags that I have to share with you this morning. Like I said, I know I'm super early, but I wanted to share these before I went and took my nap. So these are you can see the sides, okay? All the views. All right. So those are the bags. Again, it's the Lovely Garden online suite, online exclusive suite. Thankful Garden is the bundle. And I will be back later this afternoon or this evening, and I will be posting more bags just to give you a different idea, with some different designer series papers. But these would be perfect for birthday. For Easter, you could put some, a gift card and even like a little chocolate bunny or 2 in there. So they're great for any and all occasions. They'd be great wedding favors or birthday favors. So whatever you might need, and all made with a piece of cardstock. So again, just a reminder that our cardstock is increasing in price. So if there's any that you would like to stock up on, and also our in colors will be changing. So the 23 to 25 will be going out, and we will be getting more in color shortly. My mom and I are actually traveling to Raleigh next week for the Stampin' Up! Convention. So make sure you check back, because I will probably have some reels going on at the event, and I will be sharing projects and the session, part of the session, and at least the front of the new catalog too. So I thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous Friday. DoriSchneider.stampinup.net. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.